In this method of adding and subtracting fractions when the denominator is different, students need to list the multiples of each of the denominators. But before doing that, again, students should check, can either one of these two fractions be reduced? 3/10 cannot be, 1/6 cannot be. So then students take the bigger denominator off to the side and list the multiples of 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. If they list the first 4 or 5, they can stop. Then take the other denominator, which is 6, and start listing the multiples of 6. 6, 12, looking for a match. No match yet, so we continue. 6, 12, 18, 24, still no match, we keep going. 30, there is our match. First match called the least common multiple, or LCM, least common multiple. We list the multiples of both denominators until we get a match. So our denominator is 30. Then 10 times what is 30? 10 times 3. So we do the same thing to the numerator. 3 times 3, 9. 6 times 5 is 30. 1 times 5 is 5. Now we can add those two fractions because the denominators are the same. 9 plus 5 is 14 over 30. Okay. And then with all fractions, students know they need to check, can that be reduced? The answer is yes. We could reduce by 2 and get 7 over 15. Can that be reduced? Answer is no. So our final answer is 7/15. 3/10 plus 1/6 equals 7/15. Okay, and to show how it works with subtraction, looks like this. Here's an example. If we use 18 over 24 minus 3/18. Again, can either one of those two fractions be reduced? And the answer is yes. We can reduce this one by 6. By 6 gives us a much smaller fraction, or at least a much smaller numerator and denominator. And this one can be reduced by 3, gives us 1/6. Again, much smaller numerator, much smaller denominator. And much easier to list the multiples of 4 and the multiples of 6 than 24 and 18. So then students take 6, because that's bigger, and start listing the multiples of 6 and list the first 4 or 5. So 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. And then take the other denominator, 4, and start listing the multiples of 4 until we have a match. And here's our first match at 12. So our new denominators are going to be 12. 4 times 3 is 12, so 3 times 3 is 9. 6 times 2 is 12. 1 times 2 is 2. This time it's subtraction, and 9/12 minus 2/12 is 7/12. Can that be reduced? It cannot be reduced, so our final answer is 7/12. Okay, again, this method, students list the multiples of both denominators until we get the match. Again, the least common multiple.